Steve Tober, sideline chatter, NJ Hotshots with Bob Farrell, head coach at Seton Hall Prep after their 71-39 win over Bloomfield Tech. And coach, 10 straight wins for your ball club. After a little bit of a slow start the last couple of years, you're getting it together. It seems like your rotation is coming along and the kids are starting to mesh.
Oh, last year, I mean, there was reason for the slow start. We had some injuries and threw guys in there that really weren't ready. This year's start was a little bit unexpected. I didn't think we would get off to that slow a start. But kids are playing well, but we still, even during the week, we throw some clinkers in there, and within the game we can throw some pretty ugly minutes in there. So we're far from a finished product, but we're starting to get better, get contributions from a number of different guys.
Yeah, you start a little different look with Gideon, Solomon, and you bring Peters off the bench. Peters had a particularly good game in today's quarterfinal. He had 19 points, 11 rebounds. Seemed a little more pretty active out there.
Yeah, I thought that was the best part of our game today. We really hit the offensive glass, and which is something we really haven't done. David Gideon's been a big surprise for us. I'm sure he hasn't surprised himself. He's been waiting for the opportunity, but he brings energy. He did a nice job on Chris Morris, limited his touches, and Tony coming in off the bench and get a look at how the game's being played. I thought that was one of his better games, energy-wise.
32nd trip to the semis of the counties, which has become a tradition in 15 straight years, where you hope to be, maybe expect to be each year, and potentially, a tremendous semi coming up, depending on what happens as we take this Science and Eastside tonight. But it's a position certainly his program wants to be at.
It certainly is, and our kids understand that you don't get a free pass there. Saturdays in February, you've got to have your best game each Saturday, because I tell them the seed before your name means nothing on Saturdays. It's just a better team on a given Saturday, and whoever we face in the semifinals, we're just going to have to try to give it our best effort and give a representative face ourselves.
Bob, what about your backcourt? Sterling Gibbs, a heralded sophomore, Jimmy Burke, veteran senior. It's a nice duo. Can do a lot of different things. Sterling today with 23 points, 6 assists, 4 steals. Very calm player for a sophomore. How they've been progressing?
They've been playing very well. I think they complement each other. They look for each other. They're getting better defensively against the other team's guards, which is important, which we didn't have earlier in the year. Our guard defense was not as good as I wanted it, and now with Kyle Aiken coming off the bench, he gives us energy, gives us defense, and can score a little bit, so it gives us a nice rotation.
Bob, what about the state this year? I mean, obviously St. Patrick's now with Kyrie Irving eligible the last couple of weeks is a different kind of team than a lot of anybody else really. But you look at some of the publics. I mean, Science, number 2 ranked team in New Jersey, a gritty team. Milt Gaylord's team just presses you all over. You may see them next Saturday. It's been a kind of an up and down year in some respects. Teams are getting 3, 4, 5 losses, and they're very good teams, though. Yeah,
you're right. There's a lot of parity after St. Pat's and Science. Anybody can lose to anybody. We've proven that. We've lost in our league a couple times and lost in our outside games, St. Peter's Prep. So, we realize that on any given night we can get beat. On any given night, if we come to play, we can give a good team a good game.
Well, Bob Farrell, thanks for stopping by. Postgame 71-39 over Bloomfield Tech and the quarterfinals of the 63rd annual Essex County Tournament. Steve Tober for Sideline Chatter and NJ Hotshots.